It is live, so while we wait for our audience, if you
Our
want to.
audience.
Alright.
Our. All right, cool. I'm gonna get some stuff downstairs.
Do you want to
Like,
retweet that link that just popped up
oh,
on my feed
not,
for the
not really,
restream?
really,
Alright,
bro.
then you're not gonna get no fucking
I'll
follows.
retweet it as soon as I get back. Actually.
Okay, so that's very unproductive, but Gucci. Alright, let me let everybody know. Live with at I'm Bagsy. Yo, people. Bagsy was gonna stream and he couldn't, so I'm streaming with him instead, and I decided to take over the stream. So I'm on my lunch break at work, but you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna stream, and I'm gonna hang out with you guys for like 30 minutes because I want to talk about some gains for next week. You know what gains I'm talking about? I'm talking
What?
about fucking what are we talking about? U.S. oil. We're gonna make some fucking money on U.S. oil next week, bros. And
Yeah.
I'm praying to God EEM falls through and just dumps. But I sent you a post earlier. I was like, can you confirm these divergences?
Oh, my bad, bro. I had a long day.
That's cool.
Which you want to pull up the chart for me, or do you want me to look in the DMs?
Oh, no, that's cool. That we can do after stream. I didn't know if you actually got to it or just forgot it, because it's probably gonna be more than just, hey, can you check it on stream? So it's cool.
Okay. You know what? Let me do that right now. Okay.
Can everybody
Five.
hear Bagsy? Do you guys have any issues? If there is anything, say it now before I start talking about tickers and shit.
Forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Well,
there's more prominent
I guess first
divergences
thing
on
would
the.
be would
Mhm.
can you check the SPX and see if you have divergences? Not the one I sent you the DM of, because that's
Oh
somebody
yeah,
else's
sure,
shit.
no problem.
I don't know that person.
Yeah, some were bullish divs, others weren't. It was like a mix of both. Uh, I mean, for now, it's looking like a dead cat. Uh, it's still, it's still holding the range, which is at like 23.97 or whatever. The close, sorry, 2400. So as long as we like range above that, it should be all right. But if we start like this isn't good, first of all, and if the
Mhm.
world keeps collapsing, like there's only so much injectable money. Like everything is priced in at this point. They basically said that it's infinite money. So I don't know what more they can throw at this. And then again, like I'm not that well, pretend to be that educated in terms of stocks, but I just don't see this reversing and making new all time highs. I could be wrong,
Hey man, I
but
have protection just in case. I have
tell me about your puts, bro.
420 calls for SPY for January
Okay,
15th, just in case for shits and giggles. I've been making some extra money, so I tossed them in there. Because there are some people who are very bullish for new all-time highs by the end of the year, and
really,
I
huh?
mean they could be wrong, and they probably will
What's
be
your
wrong, but
what's your percentage risk about like if
um,
you lost all if all your contracts went to zero, how much of your risk is that roughly?
right around like $1,000.
Okay, cool. I was gonna ask in terms of percentage, but that's chill.
Yeah, I give
Uh,
values for that because it's like hard to say risk
yeah,
when
yeah, you're right.
I'm a
Oh, I mean,
fiat.
1,000, then your total portfolio is worth X. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
just
get it.
added more today into my deposits. I was like, fuck it.
Sir,
I
you're like
got.
a fucking money printing machine right
I'm
now.
like, I got paid. I don't have any bills to pay. Let's deposit.
Ace is the machine.
It's been like that really lately because those options that I got for my oil thing, this shit was like so bottomed out, even on like the monthly thing. Like, look at this. This was like on the monthly diagonal, and I was like, dang, this is on the bottom.
Wow.
I was like, this
Dude,
couldn't be
trend line
more.
respect.
Yeah, really good trendline respect on there. And then
Wow.
Whale Bearman messaged me the next day, was like, buy some oil, and I was like, say no more. I'm already in.
Nice. What do you think your average entry? It's a fucking option.
Yeah.
God damn it. What's your call price?
I'd have to double check, but right now I think
It's like 650.
I'm like 200 or 300% up.
Dope. Like when does your contract expire?
Not until June. So I'm already like
June.
up,
Okay.
and my call strike was $7, so I'm like a dollar away from in the money. So this should turn out to be a
Baby, that's gonna be
banger.
a bang. Well, can you take the six? Can you take a fib from the most recent lower high?
I'm just gonna make like a crypto squad, call it the 618 gang.
Dude, that's a good idea. Can I be part of it?
What are we doing?
Okay, yeah, yeah, perfect, exactly.
All right, so we're
So
going
like,
for the
I
618 gang.
well, you could go for that. I think the 382 is very conservative and would make sense just horizontally.
Yeah, I like the bounce right over here from the 2000 June 2017 low over here, so that's a perfect target for it.
Hmm.
Or
Wet
even right over
BTC
here.
asks, "Are you able to sell a call before it expires?"
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you never want to hold a call to the expiration date. Almost rarely do they expire with worth something. And if you're not like a professional trader on like a real exchange and you're doing this on like Robinhood or Webull or
You mean
something,
Robbing Hood?
yeah, yeah. You're not gonna get away with that because you will lose your money. I posted a great example the other day of what I did and let it go to zero.
Mm. Mm.
Shame. And then today,
7,000%.
and then today I'm back at it again. Like I
Shame,
don't want to
bro.
take profit at 200%. I want it at 5.
Bro, Ace, if you and I were to merge as one, I think we'd be a fucking force to reckon with.
Yeah, man, you're really smart with
I'm
your
not a
investment.
greedy fucker, and
I
you're a
am.
smart fucker.
I'm really greedy. I'm like, yo, these numbers just keep coming at me. My brother was saying today, because I was like showing it to him, and he was like, dude, I'd be taking profit at 100% all the time. I'm like, what do you do if you keep hitting 100% and they keep going to 300%? I'm like, do you keep just taking it at 100 and then you're like, oh, fuck, regrets for the cold
Hmm.
next week?
Yeah. What do you think would be a good system to kind of allow for profit? Oh, you're gonna say something.
No, no, keep going. I was just laughing. I was like, ah. I
Like, what do you think
tried.
would be a good system?
I
Like
have a system, 30, 60,
holding
90.
10%. Okay.
But I try to follow it my best I can. But
How does it work? 30, 60, 90.
I look at it at 30%, and if it's not moving, I'll have to go ahead and take profit. If it's still
Okay.
going and riding, I'll ride it up to 60, and if it really pushes, I'll ride it up to 90. But lately, things have been just so nuts. It's been more like, hey,
Hey,
yeah, 100,
200.
200, or 300. Which one are we doing?
Interesting. So the environment's different.
Yeah, that's been nuts.
Fuck.
But yeah, man, it's been pretty good. Bitcoin's been really interesting too because
Yeah.
the one thing I really don't like on Bitcoin is the fact that still same shit I've been worried about this whole time. We've been riding up this price action, just up this diagonal line, and
You're expecting stairs up, elevator down type shit.
I mean it's been
That would
going
make
stairs
sense.
up. I really am salty I missed this short up here because I was like practically awake for it. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for one more short. Maybe we can get one at 75, 76. I don't know what to think right about now.
Honestly, dude, I made a fib tweet earlier. I took the fib levels from every corrective trend that we've seen, at least since the 2007 peak. And each time we've retraced all the way up to retest the 618. So 2017 peak, retraced, corrected to the 618. Then the 2019 one, same shit. And here, the 618 is at like 7.8K. Take a retracement from 10.5, which was the most recent
If you want to
lower
share
high.
your screen, you can on Discord. I can always share it with people if you wanted.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, sure. Just got to finish constructing something here.
Yeah, I know it's your construction.
I'm a construction worker. All right, hold
Devils use utensils.
up. The devil's utensils. Oh man, you
But
crack me up.
other than that, I mean, the other couple things I was looking at was AMC. I'm looking still sell kidneys at $1, so I'm hoping I can get rid of a kidney like down around here. I don't think I'll be able to get rid of a kidney, but I'm definitely gonna try.
All right, is
And
this working?
let me see. Yes, it is. Let me switch this over,
Okay,
guys.
cool.
All right.
Right, so what I was talking about,
Um,
check this. So if we take a fib level, Sorry, from 2017 all-time high to the 3.5.1K bottom.
Mhm.
Boom, 6.18 retracement level. Tagged it 80s. Let's do this again. 3.5K. Sorry, most recent high 13.5, all the way down to 3.5 where we're at now. Boom, 618 again. Now, let's take it on this most recent leg. Let's assume that this is the all-time, not the all-time low, but let's say the low is formed,
Yeah.
hypothetically. It's not a sure thing. 618. It's at 7.8K. What else does that line up with? Let's look in closer. Boom. We consolidated here right before the fucking drop. And this is where there's probably some liquidity resting, probably some stops above here from people who shorted and held their shorts. So I like personally, I think it would go all the way up to 7.8 before we get that type of drop.
Nice.
Now, how far we go, I don't know. We could make a double bottom. We could make a
Well, don't
higher low.
forget the lads on crypto Twitter are like saying that Bitcoin and SPY are correlated. So
Mm-hmm.
if we're gonna be pumping, that means SPY's gonna be pumping. But if SPY dumps
Yeah,
and we get a recession, this is going down with us, boys.
yeah.
Coming down
So
hard.
we shall see. Like Trader SC, what he's looking at is this. Like I'm sure a lot of you have seen his charts.
Yo, Trader SC, I know you're watching. You best, you
Nice.
best
This.
retweet.
So yeah, so he sees this as a deviation. Deviation. This is the range that we're in, where price is consolidating. Oops. Put this back. So he thinks it's only normal that we get some sort of deviation to the bottom. Now,
Oh yeah,
this
yeah, yeah. I
you
saw his
saw it,
stuff.
right?
So the only
So
argument I would have with him is that
mhm.
let's just say we didn't have this breakdown to the level that we did currently, and everybody was drawing that same deviation at the 6K
Right.
levels. We technically had that at the 6K level, wouldn't you say?
So you mean this kind of?
What he wants to happen is he thinks it's gonna break down the consolidation cluster last time when we dropped
Yeah,
down, and it's gonna go underneath of it. But I'm saying we just did the same thing, but at the 6K
with this
psychological level.
cluster. Hmm. Well, I
So
guess yeah. I mean that's another good point.
that's my
Uh,
argument to him is like, why are
mhm.
you insistent on that? Just because I mean, the other thing
Right.
with that would be is why would the market dump that badly? Why would we have a sweep of the lows for what reason? At least we have some sort of justification as to why we fell this time. Any more
Hmm.
further, I mean, unless we're
Hmm.
really in a recession, which I thought Bitcoin was supposed to be recession proof, but
I guess that's what we're going to be testing out, right?
yeah.
And I think the reason why he chose this bottom is because this is how he chose his range.
Hmm. No, yeah,
And this
that's a
is
valid point. I mean, I see his point where he's coming
yeah,
from.
this is all yeah, that's also where the 2019 yearly open was around this fucking area. But
And this is just me
uh,
healthy argument with him, like, because I know he's not recovering
yeah,
yet, so.
yeah, no, that's a cool thing. There's so many things that could happen. Like, no, I don't think anyone. Well, no, so I'm sorry. There were people who predicted this. I just don't think that they predicted that severity. You know what I mean? Like, this was capitulation level
Bro,
shit.
those Gone fans, man, they were indicating back in like
Really.
2008 before Bitcoin was even born.
Can you pull up again, Fad, for me?
I have no idea what I'm doing there.
Okay,
I
okay.
just like looking at patterns. I'm like, damn, man, the Egyptians talk about these patterns. Now people are applying these to trading. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Oh my god.
Which is cool. I mean, it's cool. Just not for me.
Yeah, how's the Periscope side of thing doing? Are they talking,
um,
chatting? Yeah.
honestly, Cheddarflow. Periscope. I cannot see what you're saying. I don't have my Periscope chat up.
Ooh, you want to get it up? Restream.com.
Do I really want to?
I
Hmm.
want to.
Okay.
Let's talk to the people.
Up. This is
There's
RuneScape
like
stuff.
50 people up in there right now.
All right. All right. All right. Then we can do this.
No, all right, all right.
All right. Restream channel
Boom, boom,
dashboard
boom,
chat.
boom,
Hold on.
boom. I'm
poison
gonna
from
ask you
it.
guys a bunch of questions once we get this restream shit
Yo,
taken
look at
care of.
this, Freddy. H&R Block for the monthly opened up lower. Nobody's gonna be doing their taxes now. So
Really?
this is well, they might, but this is a really bad monthly. So unless it swings back up over 16,
GG. Tax season is over.
yeah, there's really nothing.
Cancelled.
All right, I'm in our stream chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Ford. I'm in yearly. I'm in January 15th calls for this one. Let's just say Ford does have like bad news bears. I mean, I do have some puts too. It'll go down to $3 at most, in my opinion, and then we come back up. Bank of America was one I was talking about somebody with. They wanted me to go all in at $15, and I was like, I don't know. If we do continue all this, we could see this come down here. The only big thing about Bank of America is this is the monthly chart, and this is 2007 and 2008. When we broke this trend, we really went down. This doesn't look like we've done anything. We've barely even dumped right now, according to this one. This is like 60%. We ran like a good 80-90% down on that way. So this was devastation. This just looks like a little bit of a hiccup and somebody's messed up over here and it's the
Cause
virus.
I play them too. Oh, but I need some time motion.
VIX, VIX, VIX.
Big Vix.
I think this was a pretty good close for VIX. I think it's going to start pushing up more volatility, more further.
Ugh. That's volatility.
I think that's no the VX.
Short term.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
dude,
god,
Yeti, man, destroyed
dude,
the.
that's the McDonald's. Ba 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 ba
Yeah, man.
ba.
I was playing this range up here and like, dude, look at this. This is so funny. This rising price action up here, and then the minute it fell, it's just been leaking.
My god.
Here's another one that's gonna be a good short. It's tried to come back over the diagonal, but it's being rejected off the mid-weekly support. So I think we're gonna come back and see the lower supports down here, but I don't think it'll break this though.
Can you do me a favor, my friend?
hmm
Can you check Papa John's?
Yeah.
Let's see how Papa's doing. What do you think of
Fucking stellar, man. Fucking A. Look at Papa
what a
John's.
wick?
Dang. They
Dude,
said that we want this pizza discount and we want it now.
I wonder who bought the bottom. You know what I mean?
Dude, this is what I'm saying. This is what makes me so mad on everything is because I was literally awake. I was here. I had trades open. I had tons of funds. Tons of money from China. Tons. Fuck. Dang. Just
What
slapped.
did you?
I
Oh
slapped the
no,
devil's glass utensils over.
those glass utensils.
Dang. Oh man. All right. Well, regardless, I was here and I bought some calls, but like there were just so many better opportunities where I could have made more money, and I didn't understand like the repercussions of this whole money printer burr and this whole magical like I don't know this whole buyback stuff. I didn't realize that the buyback stuff was really gonna hit back and it was gonna pump everything. I could have bought Carnival Cruise, all this stuff at the bottom, and now I'm here like, fuck, look at this. I missed all these bottoms. I'm not gonna buy yearly options now because these guys already went through and bought them. So I'm kind of fucked here. So I'm trying to get Bitcoin, something with Bitcoin, very soon, in options too. Did you cut your options?
Nope, no, I'm holding them to
Oh, well,
expiration.
how'd they do when they pumped recently? Did they lose value?
They are. Let's see.
Because I meant to actually ask you. I was gonna.
My puts are down 45%.
Ooh, time to buy your blood in like a week.
Yeah, yeah. But my expirations are out in May and June,
Yeah,
so I'm good.
I'm saying by mid this month with even with Bitcoin, if we don't get going by the
If
14th,
we
15th, I think we're done.
if we move up to the 7.8 level, like I'm definitely adding to these puts. Definitely, definitely. And just like for those of you just hearing about this, a put when that's basically I'm I'm bearish, so I'm using some of my money to hedge against my Bitcoin spot holdings. Um, so I bought options which expire in May 20th, June 20th, which means that by that date, I'm allowed to sell Bitcoin for $3,000 and $4,000. And once price if price crosses through that to the downside, I'm in the money and I'm caking it. So it's a it's a good way I find, and I'm still learning about it. So Ace is probably the right person to ask about
Yeah, man.
options like this.
DYU. After we're done this stream, I'll actually go ahead and link the YouTube link where it's gonna be at, and you should be also be able to view the restream again.
Dope. Where the fuck is my lighter? I have like 10 in the house, and uh,
Sell it all, get it out, dude.
yo, what's up, Wellbear man?
Yeah,
Yo, is he in chat right now?
he's in Twitch chat. Yeah, dude. Here's your UCO, dude. So big fucking weekly green candle over here. I mean, this thing is fat, and yeah. So you're since you're watching, might as well do this for you.
Has he ever been on your stream?
Yeah, he was the first person I used to stream with. He was the first
No
person who actually
way.
asked me, was like, "Yo, you want to start streaming with me?" And used to bust out Ichi with him back in the day,
Dope.
and running through every single altcoin on Binance is horrible.
Yo, someone in chat, Spence, bro, I caught the entire pizza short. Told Ace about it.
Yeah, man, dude, that was a really nice falling wedge. That's like the perfect example. Like, if you stick to like certain patterns, they will always, always, always fucking work out because the probability is high. Like, look at this. This rising wedge on Papa John's added with the other fundamentals. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fucking play. Here's a falling wedge which played out beautifully. Falling wedge over here on T-Mobile. This was my little brother too. Fucking amazing play. I made so much money on this one. And if you notice, like
I'll be
these
right back.
wicks are below this breakout point over here. So falling wedge and rising wedge examples, two of them. I shorted using bear divs and Fibonacci. Yeah, man, bear divs. I really need to get on this div game because there's a lot of good traders who use divs. I'm just kind of just in my own habit. Oh yeah, back to UCO. Long calls, UCO. All right, so I'm gonna pick. I like July's a little soon.
He said, "Don't mind the lines. Look at the structure, big boy." What does that mean, Wilbury man? I'm looking at the structure, bro. What am I looking at? Hmm.
Damn, the Dilly's fucked too.
God bless.
Yeah,
How's it?
so $7 I think is fair. Yeah, $7 seems nice. All right, so October $7 calls. Let's say 1,000 of them, 100 of them, $3,200. Not bad. All right. So as long as the price for this moves up, about $5 by July or June for UCO. I mean, I think July or June is a pretty decent amount of time, and I'm only expecting $5, so that's 175% right there. If things go fine, if things don't work out and we only hit like $4.20, it's 81 percent. So yeah, very nice. I'm definitely gonna steal on this one. You got any tickers, Bagsy, that you've been hearing about in the public world?
I'm curious about Airbnb. If it's public,
That's a good question.
because I know they're having some issues. Are having some.
No, they're not.
Damn.
Carnival Cruise Lines back down. A lot of people are betting on this one on the monthly.
Yeah.
I can give you my thoughts on gold and silver, good sir. Um, gold. Gold is being phenomenal. Monthly open was great. Monthly opens over this major
Strong.
support line that I had. So
Thick.
that's really nice. Going down to about the hourly time frames. I mean, it's acting really nice. If I look at all the miners and everything, great
Hmm.
recovery off of our extreme dip that we had. I doubt you'll see discounts like that again, unless we really do have a recession that's worse than what we're having. A lot of these miners look like they're ready to rip and go. So really, really good on gold. Maybe a little bit more ranging up and down over here, but overall, I think it's being accumulated for another step up. I mean, I don't like this daily over here, so probably a pullback to once again around the 16, 1590 area. And Um, wait, he's linking something. Why can't I see it? If you're linking something, I can't see it. Bearman, send me it to on send it to me on Discord or Twitter and I'll check it. And I kind of got to go back to work soon, but let me check Silver real quick for this guy. Silver, what a big disappointment, man. Like, huge, huge
Really?
disappointment. This was a big hit. I made so much money on the way up, and then I didn't short it, and I could have made more money down here. So silver, if silver can recover and it can bounce back over and get back over to $15, that's the key target level is like the 15, $16 range. That's what we really need to break over the summertime. If we don't, this will probably end up continuing back down. A lot of these silver miners are getting wrecked. SLV got destroyed, and I don't know, just the silver miners aren't doing too good with bad price action, plus with coronavirus. Just things aren't lining up for silver as much.
What's the difference between silver and gold?
Gold's more popular than
Hmm.
you know.
Silver's like the ugly cousin.
Yo, okay. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
like Litecoin.
What about uranium?
Uranium. Uranium.
DXY. Interesting.
Ura-
Uranium.
Uranium took a hit too. This was one that everybody was like, dude, bros, it's gonna break out finally. No, 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 lads, it's gonna make
Yo, that looks
moves.
like a disaster.
And nobody's buying uranium. And if
Yo,
they are,
Ace,
they're
did you
not
mute
telling you about it.
yourself?
Yo, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Oh man, so that whole time it's been
Yeah.
to the wrong thing. Oh, dude.
Just the last minute.
No, I know, but that means you guys have been hearing doubles of me, maybe.
Probably only me.
Now they're saying the mic's muted. Okay. Sorry guys. I think I know. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Oh,
have two.
damn.
Yeah, you can't hear me on the one thing, but the stream can hear me on the other. Jesus,
So,
I need a better stream setup. Yeah, man. I think it's gonna double top out over here, and I think once this diagonal breaks, we're gonna have some issue. But main thing I'm watching is a 20 SMA or this double top area or this 102 range. So no need to go too bearish on Dixie just yet, but I'm being cautious because this isn't gonna go good.
mhm.
Any other
Yeah,
questions for me, guys? Cause I gotta go back to work. I can stream
you
later
gotta
if you guys
work.
wanted. Yeah, I'm at work right now.
Damn, you starting right now?
In like the next 2 minutes back.
Okay, okay, okay.
So unless you want to take over the stream. Oh
No, I can't control it.
yeah.
But yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Good
man.
luck with
Thank you
work.
everybody, and see you guys Sunday.